640. Quick weather, Jess, please.
Good morning. It's going to be partly sunny today. It's going to be nice out. Temps in the lower 80s.
Coming up this Friday, I'm going to be hanging out alongside DJs KP and Cash. Tops cut off at Two Meatballs. Two Meatballs, authentic Italian cuisine. Silicato Drive in Long Neck. Make sure to come on out. They got incredible Italian food. Jess, you got all the details.
Oh, it's delicious. Coming up on Friday, 5 to 7, Two Meatballs in Long Neck behind Wawa. They have amazing pizza, some incredible dishes, of course, great drinks. It's just the best Italian cuisine.
Yes.
Plus, when you're there, you can also qualify to try to win that 2024 Honda Civic. And if you want to check out their menu, just go online to twomeatballsde.com. You can also follow them on social media. If you want to place a takeout order, their phone number is 302-945-1900. But it's going to be delicious, and Tops Cutoff is going to be out there as well.
It's forget about it good. Man, pizza's incredible. Definitely looking forward to it. It's 640.
Power 1017, the hottest music studios. Brought to you by Odds and Ends Smoke Shop. Locations in Delmar, Salisbury, and Seaford. Carrying the full line of top-tier DR, Dabber products, e-rigs for vaporizing, and a full range of water pipes and accessories. Visit Odds and Ends at OE420.com. Time now for the gossip.
You like that gossip?
It's the Celebrity Buzz with a freakin' Rican on Power 1017.
All right, Jess, what you got today?
All right, so Disney Cruise Line has made this big announcement for the order of 4 new ships.
Really?
Expanding its fleet to now 13 vessels.
Let me tell you something.
That's huge.
And that's funny you said that. This might be a sign because we're talking about a cruise vacation.
Okay.
You know, we've been looking into that. The first cruise we ever went on, we've been on a Carnival cruise and we've been on a Disney cruise. The Disney was the first one. When we got there, we went down and they had like, I don't know, like opening ceremonies or whatever it was for the week that we went and saw like a show or whatever.
Yeah.
And our cruise director, his name was Matt. He was the best. But I remember him saying, you know, this is like the Mercedes of all
like
the
top
ships.
of the line.
Because we, you know, when we went, they have like Carnival there, docked at the port. They have Disney. They have Royal Caribbean. They're all there. You know, and people are going to their different cruise lines. Well, Disney, it's like no comparison.
They do it up big, right?
Like the ship itself, just looking at it. Again, it's like a Tesla, like a Mercedes of all the cruise ships.
Well, they have an agreement, and they are going to deliver these ships between 2027 and also throughout 2031. There's going to be more specific details that are coming out about the ship size. That has not been revealed yet. But right now, Disney currently has 5 ships in its fleet, and 4 more are under construction, and they continue to look to expand to 13.
Carnival's good.
That's awesome.
I would, absolutely would go on Carnival again, but I remember another thing that was funny about Disney is the difference. They had, on cruise ships, you just walk up and you get your food. Like there's like constant.
Okay.
Like everything's included.
Yeah.
The food, the drinks, whatever.
Yeah.
And Disney had the seafood on the buffet.
Oh, yeah.
The other ones don't have the seafood
have
on
seafood.
Yeah, and they had these stone crab claws. Oh my God. Life changing. Oh my God, I'll never forget. They were like
every penny, right?
Anytime one of the kids would be like, "Where's Dad?" He's over at the stone crab claws. Yeah. Because you could just go load them up.
He's at the seafood buffet.
Constant loading up those stone crab claws.
Wow.
Oh, unbelievable.
It sounds delicious. And then Shaboozey's A Bar Song Tipsy reaches number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for the 5th total week. In addition to topping the Hot 100, A Bar Song Tipsy is also the first song to lead in streams, radio airplay, and sales since Adele's Easy on Me accomplished this back in 2021. So Shaboozey hits number 1 for the 5th week. Post Malone said during a new interview with CBS Sunday Morning, he was sharing some positive impacts that his 2-year-old daughter has on his life and how much the music superstar has changed for the better since she was born. His daughter is always on the front of his mind, he says, and that's why those initials DDP are tattooed on his forehead. Posty says that fatherhood changes your life in the best way ever, and the most beautiful thing is she has a beautiful mom as well. So there you go. He went on to credit his daughter and her mother for saving his life. He says, 4 years ago, I was on a rough path. It was terrible, he shared. Getting up, like I talked about before, I had a good cry. I would drink away. I thought I was having a good life. I would lay back down and just continue that cycle. He says, but no, I'm going to credit my daughter and her mother for saving my life. So there you go, Posty, talking about that rough patch. And then I believe that, let's see here, Jimmy Kimmel is explaining now why he's turning down hosting the 2025 Oscars. This is always some kind of controversy, but he's discussing his decision to decline hosting it. He talked about it on his podcast, and he says hosting the Oscars, he's already done it 4 times, and he says that he feels like the responsibility is just way too much, and I'm not good at balancing. I'm just really not. It's not one of my strengths. I'm all in it when it comes to something, different. But like this, morning, noon, and night, it's all about it. And I'm just not good at it. So he says that it's a rough, spot to be in and a tough spot to be in. But he's going to turn it down.
Okay.
Wow.
646. It's the Bill and Jessica show. You were talking about Shaboozey being number 1.
Yep.
Here it is. It's a bar song. We got